guys, Shannon with Shannon's Garage, and it's Christmas night. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. I know I did. I just got some new stuff for the RC boat, so I kind of wanted to show you guys what was going on, and still waiting on a couple more things to put the rest of it back together, but check it out. So the first one is these new guys right here. Remember the little ones that were on the back of it before? I don't have any of these mounted yet, but these are brushless, 5.1 kilogram thrust, I think, each. So it shouldn't have no problem pushing the boat around the lake, which was an issue before. They're going to be running off of these, which are 40 amp, and the batteries that I got ordered are, what are they, 4S. This says it'll go up to 6S, and I'm sure you could probably push it to 8 if you really wanted to, but I'm sure this will be plenty. But yeah, so that's what the new thrust. This was the old thrusters. These are the new ones. So, a couple other cool things. I told you I was working on relocating where I'm putting the deeper, fish finder ball at, and I decided to locate it on the bottom of the boat, and it's going to go somewhere right about there. I got to cut a hole and do some mounting for it, and then make sure it's stiff enough to where when I screw the mating piece on to the bottom that I can get it on there tight enough to where it makes a good seal. But I think that's going to work just fine. I did have this out today before I tore it down. I did a little bit of fishing earlier today, and one thing I noticed was my range wasn't very good. Oh, by the way, check this out. So, because I was remounting that deeper, I went ahead and ordered this, this glow in the dark, if you will, night fishing top port. This wasn't really that expensive, and it actually lights up if you put it in night fishing mode. Let's see if I can get it to do something. It's not going to do it with just my finger touch. Sometimes it will, but yeah. So the signal wasn't very strong. I'd get about halfway out on the lake, and it'd start, getting real sporadic and whatnot. I read a couple different things that people said they were trying to use some Wi-Fi boosters to basically coming from, your laptop or whatever you're trying to do. I think I'm going to go the opposite way. I come up with something that if it works, it'll be really cool. Cheap, kind of relatively inexpensive way to fix this issue. So I got this right here. I tore all this apart, but you guys might, be familiar with this. You might have seen it before. It's just a PixLink, Wi-Fi repeater. And, basically when I got this thing kind of tore apart to see if any of it was going to work, I realized that, it's just an AC converter over to DC. So I'm going to have some type of DC power source inside of my boat that I should be able to use to power this, and then I can just run these 4 booster antennas somewhere where they make kind of sense as far as like boosting the signal. The question is, will I be able to get this to link to this to link to my phone or my laptop or my tablet? That part I don't know. I'm going to probably do it all on the bench prior. But if that works, that's going to be super cool because it'll give me, hopefully really good range. Where the deeper ball, is designed for a cast. So, it wasn't designed to do what I'm trying to do, and, modifications might need to be made. Hell, I might have to go in here and put a bigger antenna on it, if that's what has to happen. I really didn't want to mess with this, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get this to work and, go from there. The last cool thing that I got, and I haven't quite figured it out yet either, I've got a couple ideas though. This is an underwater camera. that I plan on installing on the boat somewhere. But my thought really was, if I could do so, is to be able to deploy this thing to a certain depth, you know, down to, you know, wherever I want to, you know, go do a little bit of investigating, you know. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. You know, I'm afraid if I go through the center of the hole and just let it ride right there and try to deploy it when I want on some kind of a cable pulley type of system, that the holes that are in here with the cables running through may cause a water leak inside the boat. If I maybe can come up with a way to seal that, I might go that route. But, you know, I guess if worst case scenario, if I had to deploy it at the end of the world, now that I got the big thrusters on the back, I do have one other minor concern. That's the additional weight that I'm adding to this thing. So, you know, these are considerably heavier than the originals. These two things were not in the original setup. The deeper ball itself has some weight to it. I've got the Pixie Link, you know, Wi-Fi repeater going in, and I've also got the camera going on. So, and not only that, but two 4S batteries going in here with the original setup that it is. So the concern I got now really is the floatability of the whole device. I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to just tab up all the weight, and once I get these mounted, I'm going to tab up all the weight that's left over, everything, and then I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to take it out to the water, and I'm going to see, you know, does this thing, you know, actually float, or is it going to, you know, try to, you know, basically sink into the water? I know it's not going to sink, but it may set too low where it's not going to actually be able to get out of the water when it tries to go. And I kind of want this thing to be fast now at this point. With those things there, it should be relatively quick. So it'll be like kind of an RC fish finder race boat. But I don't know if any of you guys were saw the earlier videos. I've got another one of these that I'm making into a jet motor. It's going to have two jet impellers inside of it. I still am working on that. I decided to use the jets for something else. I thought they were too small anyway for it. So I'm going to order some new ones. I don't know when I'm going to do that yet. I was kind of waiting for shipping to get a little better. It takes forever to get anything now, but that's kind of what I got going on. So I don't know. Check it out. I don't know when I'm going to post this because I might be into some patent pending type of stuff, but so far it's pretty cool. So thanks.